Well, hi everybody, and welcome to Moodle Support Theater. We're in video number 2 of our gradebook series, and we are in the gradebook we left in our last episode. I want to go into a little bit more detail on how things happen and why they're going to behave the way they do. Let's look at the very top entry where it says Moodle Support 1234 Winter, and we're coming all the way over to the Action column. Notice all the way down the Action column you have the Edit option. We're going to click on it and we can edit our settings. From here, all you have to do is determine your aggregation. The aggregation is how grades are going to be figured. This example, which we have set up, is the natural aggregation. There are two others. My most requested is weighted/simple weighted. That's our next video. And you can also do fully weighted means of grades, and that is a little bit complex, and I invite you to come in and see us, and we'll be happy to walk you through that if you need a lot of detail in your gradebook. I'm going to cancel because I've chosen one method for my class, the natural method, and this top folder is your class, so it'll influence everything all the way down. Notice it says natural after the course title. That's good because every category I create, and we did that in our last episode, we also create to be naturally aggregated. I do not recommend combining methods within a course. Now some people say, can I do that? Yes, you can, but it's not going to work out the way you hope. So notice I'm illustrating each category is the same aggregation method all the way down. The numbers, which are appearing in the weights column, are based on the total number of points for that column. The good thing is it will do the bookkeeping for you. If you add another assignment to homework and the point total goes up to 320, that number will adjust, and at the bottom, the course total will adjust, as well as the weights in each other section. And the big question is, what about extra credit and how does it influence my grades? In the natural grade book, let's use checking for understanding, which is a 50-point bump, and I'm doing that on purpose. Please notice the maximum grade and come up here and notice the percentage or weight of this category. I'm going to go to Edit Settings. I'm going to come down here to the parent category and notice there's a place I can check and make this assignment extra credit. I'm going to save my changes. I do recommend having the extra credit assignments in with the other activities and not off in some category on their own. Notice the maximum grade for this category went down 50 points, and that caused the weight, as we see here at the top, to go down into the mid-30s. Also, if we come to the bottom of the page, the course total went down. So this is a very interactive feature. Notice after the 50 points in the maximum grade column, we have a plus, and if you float your mouse, it says extra credit. That's how we know we have an extra credit assignment. Also, come to the very top, it says your weights have been adjusted to total 100. That tells you a change has been made significant enough to affect the total points. I like to come to the Actions column at the course level, select Reset Weights, scroll down to the bottom, and choose Save Changes. If I'm happy with this change, that's the way I'm going to leave it. I can remove this extra credit and all the calculations will go back. To remove extra credit, I simply choose the Edit Settings. I remove the check from the extra credit Save Changes. Notice our numbers are again 41, 255, and at the bottom 615. Let's come to the very top, and yes, weights have been adjusted. I like to reset my weights to ensure everything is accurate, and let's save our changes. Very simply, the natural weighted means of grades will calculate the weight of each category based on the total points contributed to that section. It will do basic math for you, adding or removing items if they become extra credit or as assignments are added, as long as you remember to, at the course level, choose the Reset Weights option. Again, you want all grade aggregation methods within the class to be the same thing, and I do recommend having extra credit within the category it's going to be used, not floating off at the bottom of the page some. This is a very simple, easy way to do your grades. The percentages and the fact that they go out to 3 decimal points, that sometimes confuses people, and it is possible, although I don't recommend it. I can put a little check next to the top category, and I can just make that 42, press enter. And because we've made a change, notice all the other categories, well, the total points didn't change at the bottom, the other category values did change. So these are things that we will talk more about with you when you come in to see us if you're interested in the natural weighted means of grades. There's also my most favoritist, I'm not at all biased grading method, and we're going to see that in the next video. The videos here are not intended to replace a one-on-one session, but just to kind of get you pointed in the right direction. So between now and the next video, stop by Library 321. Hey, we're here to help.